Workers uncover a concealed staircase that may have just altered the history books. Jerusalem, deemed a holy city by many faiths, is one of the most historically significant places in the world, and it's surrounded by buried cities that hold their own historical legacies. There are biblical artifacts buried all around the area, but one team of workers struck the mother lode, and all because of a burst pipe. When the sewage workers arrived at the scene in 2004, they accidentally unearthed a piece of ancient history. It was lying in wait under a humble potato field in Silwan, a neighborhood of Jerusalem's old city. Silwan is, after all, a historical treasure trove. Back in the day, more accurately in 516 BC, Silwan wasn't just an unassuming suburb outside Jerusalem. The community was a hub of religious activity, all because of where it sat on a map. If you were a Jew in the midst of your religious awakening, you went to Silwan. It had the Pool of Siloam, where you'd stop for ritual cleansing before journeying to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. Still, Silwan was important for one other reason. The city of David was once located right in Silwan and had a fascinating history. Originally called Jebus, it was naturally home to the Jebusites, a Canaanite tribe who lived there until David, king of the Israelites, seized the city. There's little evidence that King David existed, though the few sources that corroborate him are hard to ignore. He's in the Bible, obviously, and he features on one or two ancient stone tablets. Together, they form a controversial history for the king. David wasn't always in a position of power. He only became leader of the military after he defeated the giant Goliath with a single slingshot. He later became King David, and when he seized Jerusalem, the city became the Israelites' capital. And of course, it later became the city of David, known as the King of the Israelites. David himself ruled for 40 years, making Jerusalem and the city of David locations of huge historical significance, which obviously means one thing. Silwan and Jerusalem are now crawling with archaeologists, all hoping that they uncover something groundbreaking from thousands of years ago. And there's just one problem. The cities have been built up and torn down and built up again countless times. In fact, when the Romans took over Jerusalem in 64 BC, they built a new city that buried all the sacred sites once erected by the Israelites. Those monumental places were considered long gone until 2004, that is. That's when those workers were sent to repair a burst pipe. But what they found wasn't at all what they expected. When they saw what was at the site, all they could do was drop their equipment and send for experts. What these workers found in Silwan goes all the way back to the Roman occupation of Jerusalem. Along with the pipes, they found odd carvings in the surrounding stone, carvings that weren't at all formed by nature. Closer analysis revealed that they weren't even carvings at all, but steps. Of course, the workers were shocked when archaeologists told them that they discovered an ancient staircase. Of course, the number one question on their minds was, where does this staircase lead? But those workers and archaeologists in Silwan didn't just discover a staircase. As they soon realized, these steps led to one of Silwan's most religiously significant locations, a place the city had assumed was buried far beneath the rock and dirt. See, there were once two temples on the site, the first of which was erected by King David's son. The first temple was destroyed in 586 BC. But the second temple stood until AD 70, when Jerusalem and Silwan were taken over by a familiar foe, the Romans. It's this second temple that was near the mysterious staircase uncovered by the unassuming workers in 2004. And the staircase wasn't the only relic waiting to be found in the same site as the ancient temple. The staircase led to the sacred Pool of Siloam, the same pool where Jews once washed before heading to the Temple Mount. It had laid in wait approximately 2,000 years, and it led experts to even bigger finds. Since that 2004 discovery, archaeologists have uncovered much more than the staircase and pool near the hidden Second Temple. They eventually unearthed an ancient roadway that led from the pool up to the Second Temple itself. The excavation of this roadway led to an unexpected discovery: the builder's identity. Someone had to have built the roadway after all, but the identity of the man who did took the archaeologists and historians by complete surprise. They discovered his identity in conjunction with another archaeological find. About 100 ancient coins were found embedded in the roadway. and the dates inscribed on these coins offered up the surprising builder of the road. The dates indicated that the ruler at the time of the road's construction was Pontius Pilate, the man who, according to the New Testament, sent Jesus to his death. How can they be sure? Donald Ariel of the Israel Antiquities Authority explained their reasoning. The coins are from AD 31, though most excavated coins are from after AD 40. This means that the road was built before the AD 40 coins. In other words, only in the time of Pilate, Ariel explained. It was a remarkable discovery. Only matched, of course, by the discovery of that fateful staircase. The ancient road's route is now known as Pilgrimage Road, and the excavated road leads right up to another staircase, the staircase that leads to the Second Temple. Archaeologists know that other artifacts are lying in wait in the underground city of David.